lie. No, they are not saying this is a robbery. ESPN did not write that at all. Yahoo has not wrote that at all. I don't give a shit.
No, Yahoo,
I don't give a shit what.
Whoa. Kevin Iole and Dan Rayfield, the two biggest writers for the sport of boxing, agree?
They had Kovalev winning.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Both of their titles.
You know what? And I've always said this, and take it for what it's worth. I don't need them as friends. They're going to write fluff pieces. Dan Rayfield writes fluff pieces. When's the last time Dan Rayfield actually wrote his opinion on something?
I'm
being legit.
Like, I don't know. I'm not going to name a title of an article.
Dan and Kevin don't shit where they eat. They do not. I'm just being honest.
You're not being honest. That is not what the media has.
Okay, do you respect Doug Fisher?
There are people that have. Listen, there are people that had Kovalev winning, but the outcry is not that he was robbed. This is the worst robbery ever, or Andre Ward gets a God-gift decision in Las Vegas. I have seen none of that.
It's a joke.
Yeah, I know.
You don't want to accept it.
I don't give it. No, I just said I don't give a damn what people's opinion are.
You are in the minority.
I do not give a damn what people's opinion are about fights. Rematch it.
I agree. It's only based on your opinion.
That's what everybody's is.
That's no. The reality is, for the 5 people we entertained for this show, they want to know your opinion. And they want to know my opinion.
But any insiders don't walk around and go, well, I don't know if I should say this because I really want to be with the other guy. What? I don't give a damn what they. I'm telling you what
I didn't say that either. No, stop. In the case of Dan and Kevin, who are the only real primetime writing 24/7 boxing writers, I'm just telling you that their pieces are softer than anybody else in boxing.
This fight,
they're not. It's not. They don't write like Doug Fisher. They don't write like Steve Kim. Okay? They don't write like what Boxing News will produce. They don't write poignant articles. They don't write opinions. That's just the truth of Kevin and Dan. I mean, they do, but they're very softballed. I mean, legitimately, they're softballed in my opinion. They always have been. It doesn't make Kevin a bad writer. I'm just telling you, Kevin's got a job. Kevin doesn't go way out on a limb. Every once in a while, I'll see a piece. I've never seen Dan Rayfield write a piece that was out on a limb. Legitimately, I've never seen him write a piece. And if somebody wants to write to me and go, oh, Dan's a great writer, he always goes, no, he doesn't.
Listen.
He is the most white bread.
They're the ones that get the
slab
hits.
of butter. Right, and they're the ones who affect the common fan. They are. They are. I mean, I'm just telling you how it is. You're talking about Yahoo Sports. You're talking about ESPN Sports. I mean, that's the truth of our business. The common fan doesn't read Ring Magazine. Okay? The common fan is not on Boxing 24/7 or watching ES News videos. The common fan is not doing that. They're not. They're just going to look at this and go, oh, hey, there was a big boxing thing in Vegas. We missed it, and it had a controversial decision. I guarantee the replay of this for HBO is going to be huge.
Okay, yes, I know that. It's hot. This fight is hot. This fight was very close.
It's hot after the fact. It's hot after the fact. It should have been hot during the fact. As I watched it, and I watched both telecasts. By the way, the English telecast told a different story. The HBO telecast, excluding that drunk guy who does the scoring for them, right? Forget that, okay? Harold Letterman is just batshit crazy. I'm not even sure he's at the fight. Like, I don't know where he's watching it from. I don't know how he does it.
No, I'm telling you. Sometimes these guys go all in where they're not seeing, they fail to see what's actually going on in the ring. That's how much they want the other guy to win. You see it on HBO scorecards all the time. Look at HBO is so bad right now. They won't even tell their fans about how bad Andre Ward's right arm is. They know. You don't think.
Here's the thing. Andre Ward's fighting style in this fight was exactly what Kovalev thought it would be, which was fascinating to me. Andre Ward fought backwards. He didn't really fight side to side, which is what Virgil was trying to get him to do.
I know. So did I.
And the other thing that I noticed a lot, The clutching and grabbing by Andre Ward
Yeah,
it's fucking
and it's
ridiculous.
been there his whole career. This is why we
Right.
called him an old Bernard Hopkins. That's what Bernard used to do to people. It is a negative. It is a flaw to the market side of Andre Ward. Most people don't want to pay to watch a guy hit and hold the way he did. But last night, there was a certain degree of beauty to what he was doing on that inside. Lee, like I said, you were there. I don't know if you watched it live or watched it in a loud room, but when you're at home and you watch the sound of those body shots on the inside coming through the TV.
The sounds were audible in the arena all the way up to the rafters.
Think about when that is going on right above these judges' heads. And we're talking 2 to 4 at a time, not just one. He was literally getting on the inside and throwing combos while Sergey's holding. Sergey would throw a jab to set up a right.
You're still not going to sell me on this fight.
It doesn't. Oh, man, it was a bad.
There's no way Andre Ward won 7 rounds.
Well,
he just didn't. He just didn't win 7 rounds. That's the bottom line.
We'll watch it again. You bring me a scorecard that shows, you tell me what rounds. I know what rounds I have them winning. I have them right here. If anyone wants to dispute them, I've got Ward winning the 3rd round, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, and the 12th. That's my scorecard. You can play it back and watch those rounds and then argue with me on why he didn't win those rounds right there. But that's what I have. The first 2 rounds go to him, to go to Sergey. Sergey's up, 20 to 17 in round 3. He's got a major lead on my card. He's dominating on my card. But then he doesn't win round 3, wins round 4, and then just gets wiped out. His whole game plan gets put to shit. Now you're fighting Andre's fight in the inside, getting ripped with body shots. You try to step back. He rips you with the jab that makes you look at the lights. How many single times did freaking Kovalev's head look straight up last night? And the whole crowd would jump up like he was hurt. Come on, they didn't do that for Sergey once. Not one time did you see the whole crowd lift up. Maybe in round 2. Maybe when he drops them. But Sergey did not have a crowd there. Andre, they're cheering on misses, they're cheering on jabs, and they're screaming out of their mind whenever he hit him with the power shot. No, this was not hard to score. This was Sergey's fault. I'm not going to look at this as a judge's fault. You allowed the judges and the crowd to dictate the scoring of those close rounds, and that's his fault. Coming into this fight, Sergey Kovalev is a machine. He's pressure. He's a power puncher. Last night, he's jabbing. He's trying to set a counter Ward's jab with the jab. What happened to your lead right hand? When you're only hitting someone 30% of the time, do you really want most of them to be jabs? I don't know how many times I have said that in Mayweather's career. Yet time after time again, you see these guys that do not have the same talent as the boxer that they are in front of, yet they're trying to outbox them. That's his fault. Ward didn't even put up he didn't even need 2 arms. Shit. He really did. He beat you with 1 last night. His right hand is good coming bottom to up. That's why the body shot works. He can throw it coming up. I don't think Andre Ward can throw that right hand over his head anymore, or over his jawbone. The overhand right, I do not think Andre can throw too many of those anymore. His arm pops. He has nerve damage. I don't know what it is. But the right hand doesn't come over the top. But you want to stay in the inside and let him break off 4 uppercuts to your stomach? Be my guest. You want to stand in the inside and let him throw a jab straight right hand to your ribs? Be my guest. Those are still there.
Okay.
It was a great fight.
You've had a lot of coffee.
It's what we needed. Lee, you know what I felt like yesterday? You know what I felt like?
Can't even imagine.
Robert De Niro in Goodfellas when Joe Pesci was going to get made. You don't know if he's going to get whacked or he was about to turn into a legend, bro. That was a hard fight going in. That undercard was boring as shit. I wanted that undercard to end so fast. Great fight. I was scared. Round 2, man. I didn't know. I didn't think the fight was going 5 in round 2. Kovalev looks like Kovalev. He's got no respect. He's pressure. He's jab, right hand, left. And then as soon as you think it's over, he did it again. That's who Kovalev is. No, I don't know what he turned into in round 3, but he let that fight go more than Andre Ward won it.
Okay. I don't agree.
I know you don't. Hey, it doesn't matter. We'll see him in the rematch. If Kovalev really won, he better beat the hell out of Andre in part 2.
Okay. I just think he's going to put him down this time, and that will be the way this works out.
I know. When he watches the tape, he should be upset. And you know who else? John David Jackson. He didn't do a good job of training. Man, Virgil Hunter turned motivational. He turned trainer. He was in and out of characters on Andre Ward. He was giving his kid everything if you listen to him. John David Jackson, all he had to do was keep Sergey, don't fall into his trap. Beat the fuck out of this man. Don't let a jab stop you. Throw a counter right hand, get on the inside, and start chopping wood. Andre cannot keep up with 2 arms if you only got 1. You can't. So why are you throwing 1 with him? That was John David Jackson's fault for not getting it into his fighter's head that he had to beat it out of Andre Ward.
In an amusing turn of events, the person with the most ridiculous scorecard of the night is Paul Malignaggi.
What did he have?
What a fucking nitwit. He scored round 1 10-10, which I don't even know how you do. Can you do that? Is that such a thing?
It's frowned upon. You can. It's a rule. You can, but it's not.
Nobody did. And by the way, nobody did in this fight. They all gave it.
To
Nobody.
Kovalev. Yeah, you heard him.
Right.
He heard him.
Okay. He only gives 2 rounds to Kovalev in the whole fight.
Yeah.
2 rounds.
Yeah,
he gives 2 rounds to Kovalev.
Yeah.
Fucking lunatic. Criminal. It's criminal.
That's a hard one. I gave him, I think, 4 plus the 1 point for the knockdown.
What you have to agree as a fan, if you're outraged or not, was it 7-5? That's it. Okay? It's that close to a 6-6 fight. Do I think it probably was closer to a draw? I'd have been okay with the draw.
It's about Lee. We have never seen a fight so close to a draw without it being an actual draw than this.
It should have been a draw. It legitimately
was 114 to 113, bro.
I agree. And again, hey, look, I watched it 2 different ways to see if my opinion changed.
It didn't.
Did my hatred of HBO and the butt licking of Max Kellerman, and Max Kellerman lathered up the ass quite heavily of Andre Ward. Like, he couldn't get his tongue out. Like, there was shit stains all the way up to his eyeball.
Come on, that's gross.
He was rimming. Let it go. I gotta say funny stuff. You've been on a 25-minute tirade. Then I watched it with the English announcers, right? The pro-European kind of perspective, where it was way up the ass of Kovalev, in my opinion.
Right.
My scoring didn't change. My opinion is it's a draw or a point towards Kovalev, with the decider being the knockdown is the decider in this fight.
Big. It was big.
Big?
Yeah, he's down.
Fucking put him on the button, and I think he hit him with the palm of his hand. If you look at the punch, he didn't hit him on the knuckle. He hit it almost as a face plant.
I know.
Right into an open face.
It's clearly Sergey's fight in the first 2 rounds.
If Sergey hits him with a knuckle, like a full overhand right in with the knuckle, I don't think he gets up. I think it's more of a push that knocked him down. It's not a flash knockdown. He just hit a brick wall and it put his ass down. But if he had come across with a full extended right hand, this is a totally different fight.
I know. No, and believe me, in the rematch, it should be. He should look at the tape and realize what he did wrong last night. He
I'll tell you what the rematch. Here's how I see the rematch. I would tell everybody to back up. By the way,